Alright, hey, I'm back with another video. We're gonna do a little knife sharpening. My son's gonna help me here. It'll be his first time actually sharpening a knife. I got my Work Sharp Kid Onion Edition sharpener here. Unfortunately, you can't buy sandpapers for it anymore, but you can order some off of YouTube, so that's convenient. That's what the box is there for. So each one of these sandpapers is a different grit. It starts with coarse, and then it gets finer and finer and finer until you get down to your final sharpness. So the first thing we're going to do is we're done with this one, he's going to change this one out. Let's turn the guide there out of the way. Press that bottom wheel up, slide it off. And that one goes right back on the same way, of course. I usually put both bottom ones on first and get the top up there close by, and then push that wheel back in. Make sure it looks about right. Alright, now bump the... There you go. And we're going to make sure this is right. It's got an adjustment back here. If you need to move that back and forth, and it moves this wheel back and forth to center your sandpaper. Put your piece back, your guide piece. It's fairly simple to use here. Just put the ball in there. Just lay your blade up there. Make sure the back of your knife is straight with this piece right here. Make sure you keep your back of your knife here out of the sandpaper, or sharpening the blade, not the handle. And you just, if you push on this too hard, this will move back and forth. So you don't want it to move, you just want to keep it gently up against there. Turn the trigger on and pull it back at a nice steady rate.
We did that. You can see it.
It's straight. As you get toward the end of the blade there, you want to make sure you tip that point up so you can get the follow the curve of the blade. This is one of the finer ones, so we're going to do 10 on each side of the blade. Now, if you paid attention on that one, you see you got off of the guard a little bit, and make sure we stay against it straight. Watch other YouTubers do this, they'll just keep the motor running, but if you do that and you touch the blade back to that sandpaper, you'll mess it up. Have to start all over again.
How many times is that?
I don't know. 4 or 5.
I guess I'll say 4.
5 more.
Okay.
Wild on that last one. It's hard to do the tip, but you gotta make sure you try to hold it straighter than that. Just like that, as if you're laying the blade over this way a little bit. As you come off and you get here, you're turning the blade like that, Need to keep it straight.
Oops.
I didn't get that in the camera very well, but there you go. I hope somebody's keeping count at home because I'm not.
I think I was 6.
We were
Or
going
was I
for, we were
7?
going
I
for
think I was
10.
7. I think
We're
I was
somewhere
7.
between 6 and 8. Hit up in the comments if you kept up with the count.
I think that was 9.
And do it one more time and we'll do the other side. You want to make sure you get the same amount on both sides. Whatever you do to one side of the blade, you have to do to the other side of the blade.
Yeah, we're not on the corners right.
Sometimes you just got to be close enough. Come around here so I can see. Try to keep a nice steady motion as best you can to try to give it a nice even. Forgetting to tip the blade up as you come out. You got to follow that round curve of the blade or you won't sharpen it. Of course, after you get a little practice, you can get faster at this. I should get the newest version and do a review on it. This one's kind of old. I've had it for, I don't know. I've had this about 10 years. That's about how old this is. Maybe a little older. On the back here, it gives you you've got a dial. You can select different angles. I kept the cardboard cutout here that shows you your different angles and stuff for whether you're doing cutting knives, hunting knives, or whatever, to give you something to go by. Alright, let's do a sharpness test, see what it looks like here. Oh, turn it a little flatter.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me get around to the other side. Dramatic effect. Alright. See what it'll do, this index card. It should cut it right off. That's fairly sharp there. We're gonna hit a few more on it just to make it nice and sharp. But other than that, that's where we're gonna end this video. Catch you later.